Hi everyone, so for today's card project I'm going to be using a new suite of products that are available in my Stampin' Up shop, and this is the Tea Boutique suite. So you've got the 48 sheets of double-sided designer series paper, all in our new in colours. You've got the Cup of Tea photopolymer stamp set that's got 20 stamps in it. And then you've got the teacup dies, which will cut out the teacups, the big leaves, the small leaves. It cuts out the lemon, and there's an extra piece. You've got a couple each of the smaller elements, so you can do more than one cut at a time on the flower and the label. And then there's also this other small label down here, some more flowers and hearts. It's a really nice set, and it's available in the new annual catalogue, which launched on the 3rd of May 2022. You can view that catalogue on my website at applelover53.co.uk. Click on the Stampin' Up tab and then scroll down to where it says View Online Catalogue. Now, I'm also going to be using a cut file that I sell in my cutting file shop, actually on my own website. So that can be found at applelover53.co.uk. Click on the shop tab and then click on the top option which says Scan and Cut cutting files. And this file is available to purchase in my online shop. All the Stampin' Up products are available to purchase in my Stampin' Up online shop. To save some time, I've actually cut all the elements, and the colours that I'm using from our 5 new in colours are Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide and Sweet Sorbet. There are 2 other colours, but I'm just using these 3 colours today. So this is your file. So it puts the score lines in already for you. So I'm going to fold over and burnish on the score lines. So that's your base card. Just give it a good burnish. And then I've cut from the Tea Boutique Designer Series paper. Again, this is in the ScanNCut cut file for you. So all you need to do is put your piece of card or paper, whatever you're going to use, and the ScanNCut will cut these elements for you. So I'm going to stick those 2 on the front of the card. So I'm just using my Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue because it just gives me a little bit of wiggle room, and I'm going to position that as best I can centrally on the panel. And I've made the cut file so that it gives you, a nice border all the way around. And then I'm going to stick the other piece on. And line it up. Now, I've also got a piece for the inside, which I'll put on one side for a minute. I've cut a stitched rectangle from our rectangle dies, and this is the 3rd one down from the biggest. And this is actually going to kind of layer up on the front of the card, but I want to layer up my elements first. So I'm just going to bring in my silicone mat just in case I need to get any glue or anything anywhere. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've cut the die. So the base card has been cut in Starry Sky, that's the deep blue, and I've also cut the cup in the Starry Sky as well, and then I've cut it in basic white, and I'm going to layer it up on top. So I'm just going to use a little bit of wet glue, kind of dabbed in places, barely touching the card. You could use the adhesive sticker sheets that we sell. If you watched one of my other videos recently, I think it was the Scrap Buster video, where I cut the thanks on the ScanNCut machine. I put the adhesive paper on the back of the cardstock before I cut it and made it into a sticker. You could do that with this. So basically my thinking is I'm going to layer this up like so, and I've stamped some leaves and I've also stamped these leaves as well. So I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals, I think, and then that way I can kind of tuck things in. So let me just get a couple of dimensionals and pop them kind of fairly centrally, and that way it'll give me space to tuck things in the top and the bottom if I need to. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to put that like so. This one's going to sit in behind. I'm going to glue that one down, and I just find it easier to layer up my, you know, elements before I stick them all down on the card. So I've got that like so. I'm thinking I might pop these maybe in here. I think I'll pop this one up at least. So I'm just going to put a dimensional just near to the top. It's kind of just about layering really. And layering, to be honest, isn't one thing I'm particularly good at. This one I think I'm going to stick flat. I'm going to just chop this bit off, just to help it slide in there a little bit easier. I'm just going to put a little bit of wet glue on that one, tuck that one kind of under there, and before I just hold it down I'm just going to make sure, yeah, that should be okay. So we've got that going on so far. So that's going to slide in there. Then I've stamped some flowers and I've cut some flowers from the die cuts, but you'll see that the ones that I stamped, I didn't line my die cuts up very good, so they're not that great. But, you know, we'll go with it and see what happens. So I'm thinking that I'm going to maybe pop some of these on here. Might put a couple of those, and then let's see, I'm not sure how this is going to look. I've not made this card, I'm literally just making it with you. So I might pop that one there and maybe that one there and add, you know, a little bit of bling or something. I'm not sure. Maybe put that one there. Maybe overlap these two and put a little rhinestone or something in the middle. So I think I'll pop these two flowers up. So I'm just going to use a mini dimensional, and I've got a bit of a head cold at the moment, so if I sound a bit funny, that's why. So I might pop that one there. This one maybe like so. This one I'm going to stick flat, I think. I might pop it in. Oh no, I won't. I'm going to just put a little bit of glue. Yeah, I'll put a little bit of glue and a dimensional just near the top. So a bit of glue at the bottom because that's going to stick over this element of the card. And then a dimensional. Then these, let's just see, I might pop, not so sure where I want these actually, whether I want them down here or up here. I put them all on the cup, I think. This one I might pop up over the top. So if you've got this sweet, tell me, what do you think of it? I like it. This and the Hues of Happiness are my two favourite sweets in the whole of the new catalogue. So I'm going to put some bling on these now. I'm just going to find my Take Your Pick tool, and I've not got my in colour gems, so I'm just going to use our basic rhinestones for now. So I'm using my Take Your Pick tool, so I'm just winding some putty out, and then when it starts to come out the end, I'm releasing that off so that it doesn't keep pouring out. And I'm just going to put a gem in the middle of each of those, and then I'm going to use a bigger one, I think, in the centre of my die cut flowers, just to make it look a little bit different. So that's going to stick on here, but obviously I only want to stick the top half. So I'm just going to put some glue here, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus because this is a really strong adhesive and it will hold better. So I'm going to pop that as centrally as I can so that now when this lifts up, it lifts like that and you won't see the adhesive. And obviously I can put a little bit more adhesive just down there, just to hold that in place like so. So now we've got this to go inside. So what I could do is take care of yourself. Just going to bring my Stampin' Pierce mat in, which I just wrap in copy paper and fasten with washi tape on the back because our photo polymer stamps don't have any inbuilt cushioning. So for this, I'm just going to pop this inside. So I think we'll go with Sweet Sorbet. And I think I'll pop it down at the bottom. I've started doing this with my cards recently. I like the greeting at the bottom. Just give that a clean. I've got my Stampin' Scrub just off to one side that I've already put mist on it. So all the products I use will be listed underneath the video, or if you're watching this on my website, there's a gallery with all pictures of everything I use with direct links to my Stampin' Up shop. So let's just bring this in now, and I think just have a couple of these like so. Let me just move the ink because you just know that I'm going to stick my finger in it, don't you? I don't know if this works, but I saw somewhere that if you use Stampin' Seal Plus and you drag it on your paper and it rips your paper like that, that if you put it on your silicone mat, it's not meant to do it. Don't know whether that's right or not. This actually, it does seem to be doing okay. I find with the Stampin' Seal Plus, you barely need to touch your paper. You need a really, really light hand. So let's bring the card back in. And then again, this piece is in your ScanNCut cutting file. So, you don't have to worry about cutting your insides. All the elements are in your cut file. So let's just get rid of all that. So I've used the Cup of Tea stamp set, the dies, Sweet Sorbet, Tahitian Tide and Parakeet Party, ink pads from the new In Colours, and a piece of the Designer Series paper. And as I said, this is 6x6 and you get 48 sheets and it's all double-sided. And the reverse side is kind of just plainish or stripe pattern, so it's not necessarily teacup themed, but there are some lovely patterns in here. So that's what I've used. So all the Stampin' Up products you can purchase in my Stampin' Up shop. As I say, there is a link on my actual applelover53.co.uk website. You click on the shop tab and then scroll to Stampin' Up. But the actual cutting file is available on my Apple Lover 53 website under the shop tab and ScanNCut cutting files. So that's today's fun fold card. So it lifts up and lifts out, then you've got a place to write your greeting. And if you want more space, you could cut another one of the white panels and stick it on the back. And this will fit in a regular UK A6 or US A2 envelope. The finished size of the card is 5.5 by 4. Okay, so you should in theory be able to get 2 from an A4 UK piece of cardstock. So that's today's card. I hope you like the project. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already do so, and just check that you are still subscribed, because I've heard a few YouTubers say that YouTube are unsubscribing some of their viewers, and the viewers are not getting notifications, you know, when they post or when they upload. So you may think you are subscribed, but just make sure you are. So underneath this video, there's a big red strap on YouTube, and if it says subscribed with a D on the end, you know you're subscribed. If it just says subscribe, it means you're not subscribed, and you need to hit that red button again, and then there's a bell next to it, and just click on all, and that means you'll get notified when my regular scheduled YouTube video goes live, or when I actually do any of my live streams, which I usually do on a Sunday night UK time, 5 p.m. Okay, so thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.